I'm Bobsto, the Elder Weeb,
And I'm Red, the bald-headed wonder.
and you're watching the Anime
The
Boys.
is the anime biscuits. Um,
Yeah, the Anime Boys. Hell yeah.
so
Today we got quite a exciting set of episodes for you guys. Today we're covering Demon Slayer,
yes, sir.
and I'm very excited to talk about it. This is one of the series that I've been burning to sort of talk about
Yeah,
for a
he's been
bit.
wanting me to watch it for quite some time now. And don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, I started watching it when it first came out.
hmm
But I just kind of got distracted by other things and moved on.
That that's how it be. But
But
yeah, so Brad, what do you think of Demon Slayer so far from
it's
what you have watched?
pretty dope, to be honest. Like it,
Yeah.
it is immaculate in every kind of way. Like the animation's really good, the storyline's really good. Um, but we'll
hmm
get more into it the more we get into the episode here. So, what about you, Bob? So,
So, I fucking love it. You know, the production's insane. I'm pretty much sure the person who made the manga for it is very happy that their anime adaptation is so like beautifully animated
oh yeah, they
because
picked a
damn, there's a
good
lot of fucking
studio.
yeah, there's a lot of people that have like these amazing manga, and then the studio that gets picked up for the anime just doesn't know what to do with it, and it's just bad.
Just the
But this
absolute
one,
like brutality of it is
mhm.
amazing.
But this is one of those like sort of like Jujutsu Kaisen where it like elevates its source material due to the fact that it's animated.
It's
That it's able to
it's
push it higher to something that it probably wouldn't have been able to reach just by itself.
Yeah, like I think I'm pretty excited to get started on this. Like, um, me and Bob, so we've watched up to like episode what 15?
I think 15, yeah.
I think so. So we're kind of a little bit caught up, but we're going to be talking about episodes 1 through 6 today. Um,
Yeah.
starting
So
with good old episode
well, wait.
one.
I got his thing. So join us as we follow the tale of a boy desperately holding on to what little was left of his family. If you've not watched Demon Slayer, then we recommend you do so before watching this podcast. And if you like family, if you like demons, if you like blood, guts, and just well written characters, well, you will surely like Demon Slayer.
Yeah, glory, the glory.
Yeah. So we'll start with episode one, and we open up with a boy trudging through the snow, and he's holding on to
What's
um
just
what
some
appears
half
to be
alive
something here.
girl.
Yeah, and it's really pretty. It's very fucking desperate, and it's a really good way just to open up on this series.
It opened up like a
And
typical horror movie, to be honest.
well, I mean, to be honest, this fucking first episode is basically a horror movie. Um,
It really is,
so
though.
it's an average day, and we enter Tanjiro, who's a boy. He's a boy who lives very deep within a snowy mountain, and he cares deeply for his family. They make a living by selling charcoal. All in all, Tanjiro is quite the good brother, and he even makes compromises for his younger siblings who are sad they can't join him. They're
Yeah.
very much a happy family who love each other very much. Things are good, idyllic even.
Are you just like reading from a.
I this is these are my notes. These are my notes I wrote down for this first thing.
Okay, keep going. I
Yeah,
like it.
yeah. You like it? You like it?
Keep going.
Yeah. But that's where it sort of ends for now. But
Okay.
basically, for now.
Okay. So basically, it
I've
just
decided set.
the
He's out to sell charcoal.
yeah, he goes off to sell his charcoal. He's patting his family on the head, leaving out to just make his family some money before the winter gets getting
hmm
too bad, before the weather starts
Winter
getting
is coming.
terrible. Winter is coming. Uh, But he takes off to the city that's miles away from his home because they live out in the middle of fucking
Yeah.
boondocks somewhere. And
Dude fucking walks.
dude just walks like a champ, like
Yeah.
with just a whole bunch of heavy ass charcoal on his back, like a Chad. Like
Hmm.
what the crap? Oh,
Yeah, dude.
but while he's trudging through the snow, man, this snow is amazing. Everything about this like
Hmm.
starting episode is just so pretty, like beautiful, like from get go. Like the animation's
Yeah. Oh no,
amazing. The
it's great.
detail that they added to
It
literally
it
everything.
blends. It blends CG really well because all these environments are like CG environments,
Mm.
and they blend very well with how they're stylized.
Oh yeah, it's really
Um,
good.
but yeah, but Tanjiro's walking, and he has this really cool moment I really like where he talks deeply on how life is like it can change in an instant, like weather. He has like this cool analogy to life being like weather, and
I don't remember that.
yeah, it's like it's as he's like walking to the town, he's village he's walking to.
Oh, okay. Do you
Um,
remember what it was?
it's like basically like I said, it's like he's like life, much like the weather, it can change in an instant. It can be sometimes things can go from being really good to just being bad, like really bad.
Oh, I guess I just didn't catch on
Mhm.
to that. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of dialogue in between this thing that builds up to what happens later in the
Oh yeah.
episode. Yeah, but
But
anyways, so he's made it to town, and it seems Tanjiro is quite well known within like this small community.
yeah, he is everybody
Mhm.
loves this kid. Like he's just walking through
Mhm.
just, "Hey Tanjiro, can you help me with this? Hey Tanjiro, can you come do this? Hey, I need some charcoal." Like everybody knows him. He's apparently very well versed with literally everything. Like
Yeah,
fixing stuff. He's very
yo,
handy.
my mom thinks I broke this vase. Can you smell it to make sure tell her what it
Dude,
is?
that was
Oh,
so
dude, it's a cat.
crazy. Like
He's like, ah, yeah, it was a cat.
this woman beat the shit out of this guy for knocking off a
um,
vase, and it ended
mhm.
up being a cat the whole time.
But this entire like opening scene is like a really good introduction to who Tanjiro is as a character.
Yeah, they
He's
really
fucking
like.
like it's.
Go ahead.
Sorry, you continue.
Well, like what I was saying was like he's just a very friendly guy. He never says no to anything or anybody. Just about. He's very
Yeah,
well rounded and centered. And knows
he's
himself. Like he's very
mhm.
stable kind of person.
Yeah.
But
He's very much willing to help. And like I said in my little descriptions for each character in our little Discord thing, I have him written down as brother of the universe
brother of the
because
universe. I like that.
he's not brother of the year
He's
because
brother of the universe.
he's so good of a brother that he's transcended all that shit.
Yeah, he is like
Um,
really good. Like he's just an
but he
awesome
is
kind of
very
guy.
yeah, but he's very much a pillar of like this community.
Yeah, like
Um,
everybody leans on him.
and so he sold his entire haul. It has been a fucking awesome day, and he's made quite a bit of money for his family.
Oh yeah, more
And
than
on his
quite a
way
bit.
home,
This man like sold his entire haul of charcoal.
his entire stock of
Yeah,
fucking charcoal, a huge
but
ass fucking backpack of it.
it's just because
But so
it was
I'm
Tanjiro. Everybody bought it because it's Tanjiro.
yeah, yeah. They're like, yo, you make good shit. It's like he's like the Heisenberg of charcoal.
But anyway, he starts coming back. It's getting a little dark, and old man freak out. I don't even remember his name to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, I think his name is mentioned, but I could not find him on the wiki, and I didn't want to look back through the episode to find his name. But he's just like this older guy
He said
who
his
lives by
name.
himself.
He said his name in
Yeah,
the anime. I just
yeah,
can't remember what it was.
hmm
But
and
he invited him into his shack for the night because Tandro was just gonna walk home, and he said, "No, get inside before they get you," referring to the
yeah,
demons.
yeah. And this dude's fucking. He's made dinner and everything,
This
and
dude's
Tanjiro's like,
super
"Yo, like
cool.
yeah, he's like, yo, who's they? And he's like, oh, there are man-eating demons that will come out at night, and you need to be careful.
Tanjiro's like, nah, I don't want to hear none of that dumb shit. Get that
Nah, I don't want
shit
to hear
out
none
of
of that shit.
here. Like, get that
That's
shit
fucking
out of
silly.
here. What are you, a
Fucking
child?
dumbass.
What are you fucking talking about, you nerd?
Yeah,
You nerd.
yeah. And we get this where even though he's doubtful of the existence of demons, he does ask the dudes like, "Yo, can a demon enter a person's house?"
Yeah,
And he even gets to that really fucking deep point where some people get at like late at night where they're like, "Well, what's stopping them from just killing everybody?"
yeah, bro. He
And
hit like a
yeah,
lull in his brain. I was like, calm
yeah,
down, Tanjiro. He starts
he's
denying.
hitting
Uh,
he's hitting those shower thoughts.
he really is, but like those before bed
Uh-huh.
thoughts, like
Yeah,
like when you're
yeah.
just laying there on
I
your
had that shit before.
hot ass pillow trying to figure out what life means.
Yeah, dude.
Then you have to flip it over to the
Um,
cool side and go to sleep.
it's like, well, nah, listen, demons, they're fucking stupid. They don't exist. They're
Yeah,
like ghosts. They're fucking bitches.
stupid ass
Well,
demons. Who
maybe
cares
this,
about
maybe
demons?
this, maybe this man is just lonely because his wife is no longer here.
That's pretty much what he
You know,
says.
he's like, maybe this dude is lonely. Maybe I should just bring the family down to spend time with him sometimes. And
but
so,
uh,
you
but
know,
yeah.
next day, it's the next day. Tanjiro is walking home, and we get another cool little inner thought from Tanjiro is walking home, and that is, um, whenever happiness is destroyed, it is usually followed by the smell of blood.
And then he smells blood.
It's such a, and he smells blood. It's such a good fucking scene. So
That
here we
was
go.
a good
I got
scene. I had that written down
a
too.
mhm. And so I got some more little written things sort of similar to the beginning here. Tanjiro makes his way home to a horrendous scene. His sister and younger brother are beaten bloody outside the door,
No,
and his
they ain't
family
beaten
slaughtered
bloody.
remains.
They're fucking
They're
bleeding
they're
out.
just
That
fucking
they're
bleeding.
dead. Like they've
Either
been
way,
gutted and
they're bloody outside the door, and his family's slaughtered remains are inside their once happy family home. Out of this massacre, Nezuko is the only survivor, but barely. So Tanjiro
yes.
begins to run, hoping to find a doctor.
Yeah,
Dude, this dude fucking runs far.
dude, he doesn't just run far. This man is running, like
He's running
running,
in the snow, carrying his fucking half dead sister.
dude. And let me tell you, bodies are heavy. like,
Yeah,
like they're stupid. With me
yeah,
being, I've had plenty of experience being a CNA. Like
yeah,
when they just don't want to do nothing, those bodies are heavy, man. Like
yeah.
so, like carrying all that
Especially
weight,
whenever it's like
like
an unconscious body that can't distribute its weight
oh
because
yeah.
it's that it can't
It's
actively
just
move.
yeah, it's just
Yeah,
like floppy and it's
but
just
it's like
there.
freezing snow and it's like freezing cold, snowing. It's like a fucking blizzard.
Yeah, the air's thin.
And
He's running through it. His muscles are tensed up because of how
yeah,
cold it is, and we get a little snippet of Nezuko. She wakes back up.
yeah.
It gets yeeted off the
And
cliff.
he fucking yeets him off a fucking cliff.
She just grabs him and just throws him off the
Hmm.
goddamn cliff. It was so funny. And then
Hmm.
like he just lands in the snow like on his back. He said, "The snow broke my fall." I'm like, what?
Yeah. Listen.
What?
Tanjiro's built different. We find later on his head is like super fucking hard.
Dude, his head is
Yeah,
like
Tanjiro's built like a fucking Terminator.
I just like every time I think of Tanjiro, I think of the mask, like with his the way,
Yeah,
like how
yeah.
invincible this man is. like,
Uh-huh.
dude, it's crazy.
But
But
I,
uh,
I,
he
oh,
oh,
oh, sorry.
dude, uh,
Wait, what? Are you trying to
um,
get your words together? This is a very intense scene throughout, and
yeah,
this is like
this is a
one
really good scene.
fucking.
So Nezuko
How about this?
gets yeeted
I
off.
got you.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So after they get knocked off, I put that his sister attacks him. The only thing keeping him alive is the handle of his axe, because she's like fucking biting on it. She's about to fucking claw his fucking throat out. But that fucking axe is strong.
Yeah, that
It's
axe is
hella strong.
strong. It's strong.
It's very strong.
But we have to notice at the
Um,
same time, while this is all happening, he's sitting there holding back this chick. I really love
yeah,
the veiny facial features when it comes to demons.
yeah,
I really love
yeah.
it whenever they start using their powers. Their veins start poking out from their eyes,
Start poking out.
which is
Hmm.
awesome. Like I don't know what it is about like veins that I love so much when they like pop up like
Hmm.
that. I love it. But
Yeah.
also like
Uh,
Nezuko starts stretching out like the old man from Record of Ragnarok. Like she just starts
yeah, yeah.
stretching.
She starts growing.
She just starts stretching big, dude. And
Because it
as
seems that's the
she's
thing.
stretching out as big as she's getting, Tanjiro is just holding everything against it. Like he's just,
Yeah,
how is
he's
this boy
strong.
this strong? Like how is he this
He is.
strong?
Listen, chopping down all those trees and carrying all that charcoal and all that shit.
Man,
It gives you that gives you that Yuji strength.
it really does. Like
um, but this is where shit starts getting really emotional. This about fucking broke me when I first watched it back in like 2019. It's like he's like pleading for her to stop, and his words start to slowly break through to her, and she begins to like cry,
yeah, she
and
finally
it's just ooh,
like she figures out, or it doesn't that she doesn't figure out. She knows the whole time that that's
yeah.
family, but as
She's
a
like
demon and
she's
her
like
instincts are taking
mhm.
over.
Yeah, she's like holding on to what little humanity she has left,
Right. So as
and
this is
it's
all going on, we get a little snippet of the demon slayer coming through.
yeah,
Man,
yeah,
this
the
dude is
serious
like
man.
running. Like this dude's so damn
Yeah.
fast that the Flash don't know what to do. Like I think
Hmm.
this man is rushing through the snow like he's Santa Claus or something. He's just trucking. And then all we get is a short snippet of him running and then a short snippet of him rushing in on Nezuko. And I don't know how the
Hmm.
hell Tanjiro saw him, but he saw him. And I think it might have been his smelling
Yeah,
that got it, but he threw himself out of
probably.
the way to protect Nezuko. And
Yeah,
it fucked with the head of the Demon Slayer. He's just like,
yeah. He's
this,
like, why are you protecting her?
yeah, like, what the hell are you
She's a
doing?
demon.
But,
You're letting your guard down. If she wanted to, she'd fucking rip you apart right now.
dude. And he's just like holding on to Nezuko. But the Demon Slayer, he's still got him. Like, he rushes in and grabs
Yeah,
Nezuko without him even fucking realizing it.
yeah, dude.
He just does a quick snatch
He's
and
fucking,
grab.
he's fucking slick.
Just
He's a
to
slick
just to
boy.
add a little side note, if he would have just grabbed her and disappeared, the whole story would be over.
Yeah.
Nothing
Oh,
in this
at that
anime
point, I'd
would
be
have
like, I gotta
happened.
find that motherfucker.
Dude, there's no way in hell
I'm
he'd
gonna.
find the person. Like
But yeah,
that man just be gone. Like he's just gone. Like
this man is he's very composed and he's very cold and like emotionally distant.
yeah.
And it's like to be honest, like you kind of have to be with the line of work he does.
Uh
Um,
but
but Tanjiro's
basically
that's right.
go ahead, sorry.
Okay, so basically, Tanjiro's like begging him, like, "Yo, just please spare my sister." And here's what we find out an interesting tidbit from the Demon Slayer, where he says that humans can only really become demons by being exposed to demon blood,
Yeah. We get a little bit of demon
and
lore going on.
you get a little bit of demon lore. And I got this nice little note here. So Tanjiro is desperate, but the man cuts through his emotional appeals with logic colder than steel.
Dude, this
Hmm.
man has got some serious Bakugo
Yeah,
energy. He ain't got no time for
yeah,
sniveling
dude.
brats. He said, "Get
It's
the
like,
fuck
yo,
up,
so what?
shut the fuck
So
up
even if
before I come over there and smack you the fuck up."
mhm.
Like,
Like, so even if she doesn't kill you, what's to stop her from killing other people? She's a fucking danger. You just not like
you're not seeing this
you
in
just
the
kill her and get it done with.
yeah, and
Yeah,
so as all this is happening, a
and
big breeze blows in. covers up the entire like tracks of Tanjiro. Tanjiro rushes
Hmm.
through the snow on a one horse open. I'm sorry, that was stupid.
Damn it.
I'm very sorry, that was
Uh,
stupid.
yeah.
But he just dashes away with the cover up, and he goes to the side of the tree. This is the cool part. He throws a rock at the demon and then rushes in to slice him up. And the demon just knocks him out.
You
But
mean the
what the
Demon Slayer?
demon, the demon slayer
Demon
knocks him
Slayer.
out. Sorry, the demon slayer just knocks him out. And then the demon slayer is just
Yeah.
like, "You're an idiot. You just rushed me." And within like a second's like notice, he looked up, and the axe that he had was just floating in the air, and it come very close
Hmm.
to just ending him. What happened
Yeah.
was before all this happened, he threw the axe up at the same time he threw the rock and hoped
Yeah.
that it would kill him while he was knocked out. Like,
To be honest, if it was a few centimeters more to a certain to either direction, it would have been a dead-on hit.
so basically, Tanjiro just gets folded.
Uh,
Like,
yeah, dude.
Tanjiro
He
just
dude, he
gets
gets
folded.
fucking knocked flat out.
Dude, he gets
Um,
tanked. It
but
hurts.
this entire fucking scene's great because you got shit like it's like the shit before like the little fight gets like so bad that Tanjiro's even on his knees just like begging this guy.
Oh
And
yeah.
we get some, insight into him where he's like, even though he has like this cold exterior, he's like, dude, I fucking know how much it hurts to have your family just like come home to your family slaughtered, but he's got to put up like this front of seriousness so that he can strengthen Tanjiro's resolve. Because right now Tanjiro's resolve is fucking destroyed.
Right. It's just gone
Um,
because I mean, I
mhm.
wouldn't everybody's. I mean, his
Yeah, yeah, it would
family
be.
just got
It's
murdered.
like
Like,
de- and like the desperation taking over,
so
and
in
it's such a good fucking scene.
God, it's such a good scene. So
Hmm.
as he figures out that Nezuko is a good demon, which is weird. I didn't think that, demon
Yeah,
slayers would have looked at a demon in that kind of way, but he did. And
yeah,
he spared her and told Tanjiro how to become a demon slayer, which leads
yeah.
us off into the whole show. So
Hmm.
I'd have to say there's only like one more thing that I would like to note in the episode, and that was the burial scene of his family.
Yeah,
It reminded me a
yeah,
lot of the burial scene from God of War, like the newest one,
yeah. I can see that.
like with them burning, and dude, it was really good. I
Hmm.
loved it.
Um, but the only other things I really have of note is the thing that strikes a chord in him is like whenever Tandra's knocked out Nezuko, instead of he thinks like, oh, Nezuko's running over to him, she's gonna tear him limb from limb,
Yeah,
but instead what she does, she protects him,
yeah,
and she's like looking at him with like a with eyes of like fury, and that at that point he's like, well, maybe she is different. And it's just such a good scene. Like that's another part whenever I got to it whenever I first watched it about made me tear up. But yeah, so the episode ends with him saying, "Yo, go find a man named Sakonji Urokodaki and
yeah.
tell him that Gyu Tomioka sent
Too many
you."
damn
We
names.
we, we get his name, which if you want to call him Ichigo, you can call him Ichigo because in the dub he's voiced by Ichigo's voice actor.
Too many names. Too many fucking
Yeah,
names. I got my own
he's
names for people.
he's just Gyu.
I call them Cool
He's a boy.
Runnings.
He's cool. Damn it. But yeah, so the episode ends. Tanjiro gets up with Nezuko, and they run out into the snow, turning their backs on the blood-soaked massacre of their home.
I kind of like the little
Yeah,
tidbits you got going on. Um,
yeah. And that's the only I only did it for like the first episode because it's really all the first episode's like a major like tone setter.
It really is. Like the first episode's really, really good.
It's really good.
But
Sets the scale nicely and whatnot.
now we
So
get
then
to
episode
move
two comes in.
into the finding of the old man.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
take off onto their journey, and the it starts with Tanjiro finding these local farmers, and very
yeah,
fervently offers this man money for a broken basket. He is
yeah.
not taking no for an
He's
answer.
wanting he wants to make a basket, and he's like, "I'm gonna pay you for this broken basket." And the
No,
dude's
you're
like,
not.
"No, no, no, you don't gotta pay me. It's broken. It's not new. I'm not gonna gain anything from losing it."
He said, "Take
And
my
he's like, "No, you're gonna
money."
take. You shut up and take my money."
Shut up and take my money.
He fucking
But
slaps that. He fucking slaps
dude,
that shit in his hand super hard too.
and then he just drops the money, which is
Yeah,
dumb.
yeah.
But
He just fucking slaps it in and runs. It's like a reverse robbery.
and that brings us into probably one of the like nicer scenes that I got with Nezuko, where
Yeah,
he returns to find that Nezuko has dug herself into the ground in a cave to avoid the sun,
yeah,
and
yeah,
he
man.
thought that she
She's just like, he's like,
disappeared.
"Yo, where you at?" And then just pokes her head out the fucking hole like a meerkat
I
or something.
fucking love it, dude. But
It's
Tanjiro,
great. Like I said, I called her the proto Anya for a reason.
but but Tanjiro brings the basket in and he's trying to get her to fit in it. But she's too big. But she
Dude, I
has
fucking love
this.
this shit, dude. She just fucking slumps into the basket, and she's just
Yeah,
half
dude.
her just sticking out of it.
Yeah,
I
it's really cool.
I love the character. I love how well they did with animating her. They added a lot of character into how she moves.
Yeah, but they added a lot of
Um,
character to a lot of people. Like it's there's a
yeah.
lot of fucking detail in this anime. That we'll
So
get
yeah,
more into.
yeah. So you can
But
go on and continue with what you were saying.
yeah, but he tries to get her into the basket, but she's too big, and it's really funny because she's trying so hard to get in the basket,
Yeah.
and he comes up with this brilliant idea to, oh, so you know how you turned really really big and almost slit my throat and killed me? Why don't you do the opposite and get really small?
hmm
And she did. She just climbed over in the basket like it wasn't shit, and then turned into a tiny
Yeah.
version of herself, which is really cool. That's a cool ability.
hmm
Like I would love to
Out
do
of all the
that.
demons we've seen, she's the only one that can do that. So that I think that might be like her unique, one of
Blood
her
art.
unique things as a demon.
Well, one of her
No, no,
blood
no.
arts.
That perhaps.
I feel like
But
it would
yeah,
have something to
it's really cool.
connect, but
But anyway, it's just like a really cool thing. And so we're continuing our way to his way. Tanjiro starts his path for Rokudakis, and many. It seems as they're trekking along that there have been reports of people going missing on this particular mountain.
right.
And night begins to fall, and Tanjiro starts to sense like horrible danger. Here's this fucking horrific ass scene of like a demon just eating on a family.
Oh yeah, there's
He's
just this
fucking chowing
random ass
down.
shack in the middle of the woods, and
This dude's found himself like a like a fucking KFC bucket,
dude,
one of those family deals.
the after all this is going down, and he chows down, and the demon sees them,
Yeah,
the absolute immediate speed was exhilarating. Like the way
yeah.
that he just rushed Tanjiro, I think Tanjiro finally
Mm-hmm.
woke up to realize how dangerous demons are.
Demons
Like
are, yeah.
God, because his eyes got so
Hmm.
wide, which I really liked, by the way,
Yeah,
because in most animes, when that stuff happens, they just get really over dramatic. But Tanjiro
yeah,
actually looked shocked, like that's all there was to it. He was shocked that that just
yeah.
happened, which is
Hmm.
just a tidbit that I wanted to add in there because it was really fucking
And
cool.
all while this is going on, Nezuko is just drooling at this fucking carnage that was left
Yeah, she's
because she hasn't eaten
salivating over her
anything.
soon to be
She
very
has
raw
this. She
steak.
yeah, she hasn't eaten anything, so she's like starving. So like the instincts are kicking in. But yeah, dude, this fucking demon. This is like even though this demon is like he's like nothing really like special, especially when compared to like the demons later on. He's a very good like um beginner demon to show off like, hey, here's how fucking much of a threat demons are and how quickly they can fuck you up.
Yeah, but
Um
the the demon is about to overtake Tanjiro as she's sitting there
yeah, he's like
salivating until Nezuko
yeah.
fucking comes in
Yeah.
and kicks his fucking head off his
Just
shoulders.
fucking you fucking
Just,
punch that shit like a football.
dude, just rushes in and knocks his fucking head off. It's
Listen, I'm telling you,
insane.
she'd be great at fucking soccer.
She really would. That was so crazy. But,
Yeah.
and
Um,
to Tanjiro's surprise, this man is not dead. Like,
yeah, it seems her kick wasn't enough.
yeah, her
What's even
son.
worse is that with this particular demon, his severed limbs can grow more limbs.
Yeah, his fucking head. He grew
His fucking
arms
it's
underneath his head.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, dude.
which was, and he can use his hair too, like to grab onto things,
Yeah.
like, which is crazy. So like,
Which he
as
does. He's like, "Yo, I'm getting on your axe, boy. I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna fucking tear your ass apart, boy." And
so
Tandra's like, "No, I'm gonna fucking headbutt you, motherfucker."
he just headbutts the shit out of the guy, and when he headbutts him, he launches back and fucking gets stuck to a tree. No, 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 no.
Yeah,
He headbutts him on the tree. That's what happened.
he yeah. Well, he
Sorry.
headbutts him and then he fucking yeets him.
No, 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 because he gets knocked out on the tree because he headbutts him on the tree.
Yeah,
But he yeets
mm,
him first, and then he's like, "Oh, it was a bad idea to wrap my hair around this stupid axe."
yeah. I should have done that. I'm fucking
And then he
stupid.
comes in and just
I'm a dumb.
headbutts the shit out of the demon, dude. And
Yeah,
as he's taking on this other demon, Nezuko is fighting the other half of.
yeah. Because the body's still alive. It's like the body's still alive. It's like a he's like the Black Knight, you know?
Yeah. He
Yeah,
he's just like fighting with no fucking head. He's like the Pumpkin King or whatever
yeah,
it's called. I can't remember what the
yeah,
Headless
dude.
Horseman.
That had the Swordsman. Yeah,
um
some Sleepy Hollow bullshit.
Sleepy Hollow. But he basically he's fighting and they're getting near a cliff and um I guess he starts to like reel back and he's about to hit Nezuko really hard.
Yeah,
And Tanjiro just comes in and just tackles this man's body off of a cliff. Like,
yeah.
um,
And then the head didn't like it that much
well, no,
because it seems the head,
because
yeah,
yeah, that's
he gets
exactly
knocked
what
out
happened.
from the pain.
He just gets knocked out because when the
And that's
body
another,
hit, it hit like neck first, and just his
yeah.
feet straight up, which is a wild way to land. Like, imagine.
Hmm.
But it happened. It was so dramatic too. Like when it hit, like
Hmm.
the whole body tensed up. Like the
Yeah,
whole
but
body like
it's
tensed
it's
up.
it's interesting because it's interesting that there's like a link between the body and head. So
Yeah,
it's like, if the body fucking dies, the head takes like massive fucking damage, fucking out blood and shit, and like passes out from the pain.
right.
It's
And
fucking great. It's fucking nuts.
but he comes back to the head, and
Yeah,
he he's just casually fucking talking about bashing this fucking demon's head in with a rock.
yeah.
And
He is extremely conflicted. He's got that fucking walking. He's got that Breaking Bad moment where like Walter is like writing down the pros and cons,
yeah,
but he's doing that in his head.
yeah, he's just sitting there, but in comes in the old man behind the mask.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to kill the
No, he's
demon.
back. My man behind the
The man behind the mask.
mask. Oh yeah, but yeah,
Um,
here comes the Rokodaki,
but
and he's like, "Yo, you bitch ass motherfucker, why aren't you thinking for yourself?"
but as he's trying to figure out what to do, old man in his head is just like he's just not gonna cut it. He's stupid. He's slow. He's
He's too
undecisive.
kind.
He's too kind.
He's,
Fuck
he's
this
too
nerd,
conflicted. You do
dumbass.
need some more. You do need some moral gray in his life.
But he took too long to try to kill him, and he woke back up. But too bad for the demon, it was daytime.
Yeah,
The sun came up and just fried his brain like drugs.
yeah, dude.
It's like,
Yeah, it's like he burns like fucking horrifically too. And it's like, oh, so this is why demons don't fucking like sunlight that much.
yeah, it's he finally
Um,
figures out another thing about demons, and
yeah,
so
and
basically
so
the old man starts holding a burial for the family that the demon killed, and
mhm.
Nezuko's hiding inside of a blanket to hide from the sun, and
Yeah,
then he comes back outside and he asks Tanjiro a question about I think it was what would happen if he had to
so
kill his sister.
what would happen if she killed another person?
Yeah, and he took too long, so old man just bitch slaps him.
Hmm.
He said, "You're gonna fucking kill her. That's what you're gonna do. You dumb fucking
And
cunt."
then you're gonna slit, and then you're gonna slit your own belly
Yeah, because you're too
because you couldn't
weak.
do it.
Like,
Hmm.
you're gonna kill her, and then you're gonna slit open your own belly because you're too much of a
Hmm.
pussy. Like,
Yeah, he's laying down those threat. He's laying down those facts. He's like, your resolve's too weak. You're too kind. Your dog's fucking stupid.
Dog.
Uh,
But
that's why he's calling Nezuko.
yeah, yeah.
uh,
But
but yeah,
then he said, "But I'm gonna train you because I'm nice." And it comes in
yeah.
Tanjiro's training
Training one.
montage.
He's going. He's pushing to the limit. He's like, all right, we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna run to your training location. You got to keep up with me. You start running fast.
Yeah, this
He's not
man
even
is
breaking a
running
sweat.
hella fast, but he still ain't got shit on Dash Granny. Like,
Yeah, yeah, dude.
Dash,
I don't think anybody's got shit on Dash Granny.
Dash Granny is she's just there. Like, you can't beat Dash Granny.
Yeah,
Um,
but dude, the rice patties look so fucking good in this scene.
God, they do. They look so good. Um,
The water and all that shit. It looks very nice.
yeah, it's just really, really nice. But they're running out to the shack, and they finally get there, and basically the only reason that he's doing all this is for Nezuko, and that's what's pushing him to be
Yeah.
better. But he is
Hmm.
exhausted, but still hasn't passed out the man's from the man's test, and it's time to climb the mountain of doom.
Yeah, it's like, all right, we're gonna climb up this mountain, and your training will start once you reach the top of this
Yeah,
mountain.
the old man
So
said, "Yeah, we have to get to the top of the mountain." And he said, "Okay, cool. I know mountains. I could do this."
I lived in a mountain before.
So we just get a cut of him getting up to the top of the mountain. I guess they left Nezuko back at the
Yeah,
base inside of the shack.
they did.
So
Yeah,
she's not with him, but the old man, they get to the top and he said, "Are we done?" And he's like, "No, you're gonna meet me at the bottom. See you later." It just dips the
yeah,
fuck out. He just dips
yeah,
out.
dude. It's like, oh, if you don't make it by daybreak, just don't come back because you obviously you failed.
Yeah, he said,
Um,
"Yeah, if you don't come back by morning, Nezuko's gonna be dead, so don't come back." And I was like, "Oh my
yeah.
god!" But
Uh,
so he's like,
so
"Oh,
yeah,
go ahead."
he's making his way down. He's making his way downtown,
Making his way downtown
and
to the mountain and the woods and the
and
trees.
he's got And he's got great senses. He's like, oh, it's not gonna be too bad, even though it's foggy up here. Like I got his scent. I can make my way down. It's all good. And then it turns out, oh, this dude slayed fucking traps.
Dude, this man laid so many traps. He just keeps going like back and forth and is getting fucked. Like
He's getting fucked up.
there's like huge logs coming at him. There's like where he's stepping on the ground, like the fucking vines are shit whipping him into the fucking ground.
Yeah,
And then
dude.
coming back for more. Like he gets shit whipped into the
Hmm.
ground and then they come back and then whip him again, like on the reverb.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And there's and then there's a second then there's a second um there's a second issue that pops up as well. It's like, oh, not only is like there are traps here, but because of how high up he is, the air is like super thin.
Yeah.
Which, hey, given
So
what the training will entail for later on, it's pretty interesting that the main area of training and the gauntlet being ran is in a place with a thin air.
right. So
Yeah.
like he's not used to
So
it, but we just
yeah,
get this
dude.
little montage of him running through all the traps, and then it cuts over to old man in the shack, and he's just doubtful. But in walks Tanjiro, beaten to
Yeah.
hell and back, just
Hmm.
beaten. He's just in rough fucking shape. Um,
Yeah.
but um, the after we get all that and he comes back down, we get this really cool like epic scene of the letter from the Demon Slayer, like the little scene that
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
the guy
Yeah.
sent.
Gyude sent Orokodaki a letter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's basically just telling them, "Hey, I trust them. I think that these two are really going to surprise you." And I just really liked this scene because of the transition and
Mhm.
the overlay talk
Yeah.
of the character towards I can't remember his name. I'm not going to try to remember his name.
Yeah.
Um, it's
Uh,
just really really
which one?
cool.
I can tell you.
The old man,
The old man, Orokodaki.
Orokodaki.
Yeah,
Uh,
Orokodaki.
but he ends up
Yeah.
passing the test. Tanjiro is just like, now I've passed the test, and the old man says, "Yep, time for more."
Hmm.
And
Uh, There's one thing I do want to mention about Demon Slayer is I fucking love the clothing design in it for
God,
the kimonos.
yes, they do look
'Cause
nice.
each character has their own unique patterns. So Tanjiro has a cool green and black checkered patterns. Orokodaki's got these fucking clouds, really nice.
Yeah, they.
Um,
I really like those too because of how like insane they get.
yeah,
Especially
dude,
with some of
Hughes
the
is
other
fucking.
who's.
He's the Demon Slayer guy from the first
Yeah,
episode.
like the brown and
His
like, dude,
it's the brown and yellow, and it's like, yeah,
it looks really
it's
good.
really nice. It's super elaborate, and it's
Yeah,
nice.
it's just
Um,
so textured that it. And the
mhm.
one thing I love about the textures on the clothing in these is that they're just so vibrant. Like
Yeah,
it looks like they're wearing real clothing, and
it's
it's
like it has cloth physics. It has like cloth
yeah,
simulation.
it's so
Yeah.
good. It's man,
Um,
I can't talk about it enough.
there's like a scene later, way later on, where like there's like wind blowing, and the way the fucking clothes move in the wind is
Yeah,
like really
like they're
nice.
moving in different directions depending on
Yeah.
how the wind is hitting it from that direction. The
Hmm.
fact that they took that much time to stand out in a field and put a cape on and see how the wind blew it, it's just like, what
Yeah.
the hell? Because you know they had to
Um,
do some field training to get that right.
oh
Like
yeah. Oh
it
yeah.
it was really good. Like really good.
So would you like some cultural trivia about the mask that Orokodaki wears?
I know they're the warding masks.
No, 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 no. The mask he wears particularly is a Tengu mask.
Okay.
The Tengu are Japanese yokai where they have different interpretations. They were usually depicted as evil spirits that would partake in wars, and usually a character wearing it would be like a character who's like a great warrior or a character who has seen combat.
Hmm. I did not know
Hmm.
that. That is
Yeah.
interesting. I like that.
There's
I
this
like
cultural
samurai
significance.
culture too. So like
Yeah,
the fact that
but
that
there,
yeah
the masks themselves are like the masks he makes are called warding masks, but the particular figure on the mask means something.
right
Uh, but yeah. Also, apparently, the dude's apparently really good looking, and that's why they hit his
yeah
face with a mask
totally like
because
I don't think
they
they
they said
ever
they
show
said
his face.
his face is never shown in the entire series. And when I was looking up stuff about his mask and whatnot, there's a thing where one of the assistants of the guy who did the manga said, "Oh yeah, no, we kept his face covered because I think like the lore thing is his face is like so nice looking, enemies couldn't seriously." Yeah,
But
yeah, he's a very nice looking face that we never get to see, except for I think maybe one or two assistants of the manga author. Um, but yeah, that's episode two.
hell
Is
yeah.
there anything else to say about episode two, or did that about cover
Oh well,
your
with
bases?
the really cool outro.
Ooh, the outro. We didn't talk about the intro.
Yeah, we really didn't.
Dude, the intro is so fucking good.
The intro was good. We'll talk
Um,
about it on the beginning of episode three,
yeah.
though. But
Okay.
the outro was so good because it was like it had some really awesome traditional like black and white Japanese painting panels, followed by
Yeah.
overshadowed character glow ups. Like it looked
Mm-hmm.
so good, like
And
3D,
of
like
course.
background, like blurred out, them sticking out, just kind of really awesomely edited
Hmm.
overlay, and it was oh, God,
Yeah.
it was
And
beautiful.
then the fucking flower that's in the
God,
beginning and ending of it is just it's really nice. It's a very
yes,
nice
that
ending.
damn red flower, just so vibrant.
Yeah.
Uh, but
Hmm.
given that, we're also going to talk about the intro since we didn't get to talk about it yet, which is
Dude,
also amazing.
it's such a good. So the person who did the intro is this. I think she has done all the intros for every season so far for Demon Slayer. And
Right.
you might have heard her music before. She did the first opening for Sword Art Online.
Oh, did she?
Yeah,
Oh,
she did.
snap.
And
Dude.
that was a fucking banger. Like even
Yes, it
for
was a
people that don't like Sword Art
banger.
Online,
Like,
even for people that don't like Sword Art Online, they're like, yeah, that fucking song's good.
dude,
But
like,
yeah, she's a very popular like J-pop artist, and she does really good shit.
it's just like whenever Elfin lied, their like theme song, man,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
got
fucking yeah,
so
that's really good.
popular. Like, it got really popular.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's really good.
but
Uh,
that leads us into episode
episode
three.
3, and
Um,
so
this is basically just a giant. Like, I think
training
this is
montage.
the 2 year training montage,
Yeah,
essentially.
he's he's training his ass off.
Yeah,
Um, so Tanjiro has decided he's going to write a journal for Nezuko for whenever he cures her, so she can read about his journeys
right.
and whatnot. And so, we start out with an introduction into what Demon Slayers are and what the Demon Slayer Corps is. So basically, it's like a covert, almost like Black Ops organization where not even the government is aware of their existence.
Yeah, it's
And that's
really
just like a
crazy
cool
how like
idea. It's like how undercover they are. Is that not even the government knows of them.
yeah, like it's really good. Like how
Hmm.
and then like the fact that nobody's met the main guy is also
Yeah,
baffling. Like nobody knows his
yeah.
existence except for like a select few people.
Hmm.
So that's really awesome as well.
And we also get an explanation of demons and how they're basically super fucking tough and can only be killed by two things, either sunlight or a special sword, which is
Yeah.
a sword that the demon slayers wield, which is why things like Nezuko's kicks, even though it decapitated the demon, does not kill them. And so now Tanjiro's got to get ready for that final selection. He's got to get ready for the tuning exams.
Yeah, the tuning exams.
Yeah, it's like the survival stage of it at least.
Dude, like essentially
Yeah.
like he's just there's really not So like as he's doing the training, it's essentially just
Yeah.
him waking up, him doing the same thing every day, going down the mountain, getting shit whipped. Um,
Yeah, and the traps are getting even more deadly. Like
yeah,
fucking knives and shit are
the
being
traps are getting
used.
crazy. And it ends
Yeah,
the
and
day with
he's
him writing in his journal to wake up and redo everything. And the entire episode is in third person, essentially.
mhm.
Oh, he's just basically it's Tanjiro talking about things that he's writing down in his journal as the training montage is going on in the background.
Yeah,
So he
and he's fucking
it's
learning how to use swords,
yeah, he
how
ends
to
up learning
fucking
how to
carry a sword
yeah, just how to swing
and
it.
move.
He told old man says if you ever break your sword, I'm going to break every bone in your body. Uh
Yeah, he's like, yo, dude, these shits are super fragile. If you fucking break one, well, dude, I'm sorry,
but
man. We don't got full body cast, but you're gonna have to be in a full body cast.
but basically, the old man is teaching him how to swing his sword, how to run down the mountain, control his breathing, control his instincts better. He starts going under another training of basically taking form, learning how to breathe, learning about
Dude,
different formations.
dude, the fucking breathing training is especially brutal because every time he fucks up, he just gets gut punched.
No, he slaps him in the chest. Like
Yeah, but
he
either way,
smacks
still
the
that
shit out of
knocks
his
the
chest.
fucking wind out of
Yeah, I
you.
know. That's what I'm talking about. It's worse.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
you just
it's
fucking
way
yeah.
worse
Either
that he.
way, it's like you just fucking get. He's like, yo, you're not bracing hard enough, and he's like, yo, bam,
Yeah,
keeps doing it so he can
and
learn how to breathe properly.
he has to teach him how to withstand like heavy amounts of like I guess pressure because he throws him underneath a waterfall.
Well, it's because his style is water breathing, so he to the
Yeah,
train in it, he uh he stands under a waterfall to basically, I guess you say, like become closer to the water
I guess that's
because
essentially what's going on.
it's a very flowy and rhythmic style. So like he has to like get that sort of ingrained into him.
Right. So after
It's
all
weird because with the
this,
I'm
go
sorry,
ahead.
I'll continue. I'll say no. I'll save it for whenever the breathing techniques actually start getting used.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
So at this point, 6 months have passed. Nezuko is
yeah,
still sleeping. Like she's been sleeping for
hmm
6 months, and
yeah. She's in that coma.
basically she's just a sleepy girl. Like she's just dead to the
Yeah,
world. But now he gets to track further up the mountain, and his training is
yeah.
definitely paying off at this point.
hmm
So he's doing all this same thing every single day. 1 year passes after all of the
hmm
repetition, and the old man has done everything that he can do to teach him. So
hmm
he basically just tells Tanjiro to apply what he's learned and to show that he has done it. He has to cut a giant boulder in two. Like
It's not just any old boulder.
it's
It's
a
a rock.
rock. I have that written down in my notes, you fucker. You
Yeah,
beat me
hell
to it.
yeah. No, I didn't know you had it. You know, so this is something that came
God dang
to my
it,
mind.
dude. I had that written in my
Sorry, dude.
notes. You beat me to the punch. I'm sad because
Haha.
I had it written
I'm
at the
sorry,
end
dude.
of this episode, at the beginning of it, when
Oh,
he cuts.
oh,
I'm
damn.
so
I'm
mad,
sorry.
dude. I had such a
I'm
good
sorry,
like
man.
line up. I'm still gonna
Listen,
say it. Uh,
you have to attune yourself to my weird knowledge of pop cultural references.
yeah. Um, but basically, he takes 6 months continuing this journey of trying to cut this rock in half,
Yeah,
and he still can't cut it.
yeah, dude.
It's a joke.
He's
Get it? It's
yeah, dude.
double
Haha,
meaning.
haha.
He can't cut
It's like
it.
when he first try.
Uh,
Yeah, I got you. I got you. It's pretty funny. It's pretty punny, man. It's
it
pretty
is.
quirky.
It's funny.
Uh, it's very,
Laugh.
very, very funny. Ha. How's that?
What the fuck was
Good.
that?
I don't know. That was a fucking laugh. But the
Woo!
the first time Tanjiro tries cutting it, fucking shockwaves just sent throughout his fucking body.
Yeah, like it's just he just built the fuck up.
Mhm.
Oh, but
But our
he's
boy's determined.
yeah, 6 months of him trying to do the same thing, same exercises every morning,
Mhm.
back to the rock for another 6 hours of trying to cut the rock in half, and he starts trying to doubt
Yeah,
himself, and then out of the corner of his eye, a new character arrives.
yeah. We got Sabito.
Fight me,
He's a
Jerry!
boy wearing
Fight
a
me!
fight me, Jerry. Hell yeah. He's a boy. He's a good boy with big hair, and he has a fox mask on.
Yeah,
And they go into a fight, and he's like, "Yo, you're fucking trash, son.
you
How do you
suck.
expect you're gonna cut that boulder?"
You're a turd. It's all you're worth is a turd. Pick yourself up, you
Yeah,
turd. And he's just he done took the wrong guy for a fool.
yeah, dude.
Like Tandra's just like, hey, this is a real sword. I could hurt you. He's just like,
It's like,
shut the fuck up. Like,
dude, it's pretty funny. You think you're gonna actually hit me?
dude, he's just so good. Like,
Hmm.
oh, but
Yeah, no,
anyway,
I love the shit with the Sabita and the other character that trains with
yeah.
Tanjiro here.
The cool part about this
Um,
little fight is that it goes into him just smacking him with the sword.
yeah,
Like
dude.
Tanjiro's blocking it, but that's all he can do. He's just blocking the like
Hmm.
slices, and then he's just bouncing from tree to fucking tree. You can't
Hmm.
see him. He's like after
Yeah,
imaging is about all you could see of this guy. Um,
he's on that
and
terror teleport shit.
but basically, it's just this really epic fucking dueling scene between him and Tanjiro. Um,
Hmm.
until
Um,
Tanjiro, he goes in to slice him, and this boy just gets irritated and uppercuts his fucking whole body in the air with a wooden
yeah.
sword,
Hmm.
and he just
It's like,
leaves
yo,
the
dude,
rest
look.
to the small girl.
Yeah, and he's like, yo, he's like mad. He's like, yo, you haven't truly taken to heart Rokudaki's teachings.
Yeah,
And if you want to be successful and survive, you're going to have to learn every. You're gonna have to remember everything he's taught you.
yeah. It
And but yeah, that fucking fight is so great, and it's just it's good. It's
but
one of the best like early fights.
basically
So
like after all this, Tondro just fangirls after getting smacked the fuck up. Like he's just like, "Did
yeah,
you see that? That was
hmm,
amazing." And
yeah, dude, you fucking move so great.
Mokomo comes up, and basically Mokomo is the good cop, and Sabito is the bad cop.
Yeah,
And
it's Makomo.
Mokomo is her name.
Mo- Mo-
Anyway,
Moky Mokies, dude.
Mokomo is the good cop, so suck on it.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
and we find out that the old man had raised both of them and learned them, and
Learn
learned
them.
from him
Yeah,
the same the way
they're
that
both students.
Tanjiro's training.
Yeah,
Um,
and
Makomo
he
is
really,
explaining the science behind how to get good, basically.
yeah. There's one thing I like about Tanjiro talking about this girl, and it's very nice little foreshadowing to what she and Sabito are. Is that she speaks that he describes her as speaking in a very dreamlike manner.
Yeah,
Like she's not like she doesn't talk like a regular person. She has this really like ethereal feel to the way she carries herself.
yeah, she's just very pleasant to be around.
Hmm.
Um, but it
Um,
after all this training, another what a year has
another
passed.
he
Like
has
no, another
he's spent
2 years has passed.
he's been spending 6 months training with them.
Okay, so 2 years
So
total has passed.
it's a a total of 2 years has passed in terms of overall training, but he has spent a total of 6 months trying to cut another 6 months trying to cut this boulder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and well, 6 months trying to cut this guy, not the boulder,
Hmm.
but
Well, he's got to beat him so he can be capable of cutting the boulder.
exactly.
But
And
yeah.
so
So yeah,
we
the final fight.
cut back into the
This
final
time,
fight, and this time Tanjiro's hair's longer, so he's ready. Like,
yeah, he's in yeah. I'm gonna fuck you mode.
and he did. He most
Yeah,
definitely did. He
and
fucked
this
that kid
time
up.
and this time Sabito is using a real sword.
Yeah,
So
like
this is
it
just
got.
straight up like, yo, if you can't beat me, you're just gonna fucking die.
Yeah, he's just like beat me or suffer, bitch.
Hmm.
Like, but
Bitch. Yeah,
they're just
bitch.
going. It's not even an epic fight. It's just whoever strikes
Yeah,
first, and Tanjiro
yeah.
got the first strike. But
Hmm.
then we find out as he did this, he cut the mask in two, revealing his face.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
then Makomo and Sabito just disappear. They walk off,
Yeah.
saying that their job is
Um.
done.
Hmm.
And
And then when they disappear, the fog lifts and the fucking boulders cut.
it's not just a boulder. It's a
It's a yeah.
This is where I had this
Oh yeah.
written, by the
Um.
way.
I'm sorry, man. I'm
You
sorry I ruined your joke for you.
buttwad, you stole my
I'm
thing.
sorry.
You suck.
Um, so one thing I do like is after the mask is destroyed, it's described that Sabito's smile is a has a mixture of sadness and relief within it.
Oh
And
yeah.
given the context of what we learn a little later on in the next couple episodes, this is kind of fucked.
Oh yeah. This is really fucked up.
Like extremely fucked. Like the reason why he has this smile of relief is like fucked.
Hmm.
But anyways, we'll get to that in due time. Um, the I also have written down that this whole thing with the boulder is a good representation of Tanjiro's struggle.
Yeah.
Like this entire time he's spent like struggling and training, and now finally after
Two
all this grueling
years.
time, he has gotten just a step closer to overcoming his
And it's
struggle.
absolutely crazy that 2 years has
Hmm.
passed in the anime.
Yeah,
Like,
dude. So you'll see this as we go through it. Time flies super fucking fast in Demon Slayer,
well, like, time flies fast in a lot of different things, but we just don't realize it
but
because we're just watching it.
in
It's like
Demon
Game of
Slayer,
Thrones, like,
in Demon,
years
yeah,
pass by in two
yeah.
episodes. Like,
Mm-hmm. This you got you got those episodes where you're traveling to a destination. And you take like 3 episodes to get there.
yeah, it's
Until
crazy.
the later seasons where they put in the fast travel update.
But basically, whenever he cut into the mask, it was a representation of him cutting the boulder. He cut the boulder
Yeah,
into when he split
in half.
the mask was the boulder. It was so cool. That transition between the mask falling and the boulder just reappearing was
Yeah, it's so
phenomenal.
fucking
It
good.
was a really, really good
And
transition.
the fact the fact there that's like where it sort of ends is like really good.
Yeah, I loved that it ended there, like for an episode.
Yeah.
That was just a good stopping
Mhm.
point for an
Like
episode.
they could have been like, oh, it goes back, it ends when he goes back down to Rokudaki, but it's like no,
No,
it ends right here at a very just like good moment to end on. So that's where we come into episode 4. If you're done talking about episode 3,
I am. I'm very
where
much
we can
done.
move on
Yeah.
down into episode 4.
Basically, just
So
getting a recap. He cuts the
a recap.
boulder.
This is where the
Um,
concept of the opening thread is sort of explained, where basically
yeah,
Tanjiro visualizes the link between his sword strike and the enemy as like a thread, and whenever it straightens and is open, that's when he's able to strike.
which is
And it's
really
such a cool,
awesome.
it's a really awesome way of visualizing um the final, like the final impact, basically.
Yeah, it's really good. Like really good.
Hmm.
Um,
Um,
but he ends up
so
going back
no,
down, and old man Orokodaki is just proud of Tanjiro.
Yeah.
Um,
Um, he talks about how like it's like, listen, I had no intention on actually like sending you to selection because I don't want to send any more like children to their death.
right.
And that's where we get a small like little piece of like, oh shit, so he sent like other people
He
and they've
sent
all
other
died.
students to die.
Yeah.
And
And then, but he is extremely proud and is prepared to fucking feast.
dude, and Tanjiro
Dude,
tears into that celebration
dude,
dinner.
the food looks so good
God,
too.
dude, I want that food. Like, I'm getting hungry thinking
Yeah,
about it right
it's
now.
it's it's one of those anime that has really good looking food,
Yeah.
and
It's just like that
it's just
episode of Jujutsu Kaisen where they're eating pizza in the dorm. That
yeah, and it
pizza
looks
does
really
not
good.
make does that pizza does not have any sense looking that fucking good. I'm just saying. It's like
Yeah,
watching
dude.
an episode. It's just like
It's
watching
it's
the
it's like watching a Ghibli movie.
no. It's like watching the pizza off of the Goofy movie.
Yeah, dude, that shit. Okay, dude, that shit is
Yeah,
primo like
fire.
movie like animated pizza.
God, dude, it looks
I want a
so
pizza like
good.
that. Yeah.
But
But yeah, so the whole rock thing, the boulder thing completes Tanjiro's training, and the Rokudaki has no more to teach him.
basically, Rokodaki wanted him to quit in a nutshell.
Yeah. The entire thing was basically, yo, it's just gonna be super hard, and I bet he's gonna quit. Oh shit, why isn't he quitting? Oh
Right.
fuck, oh shit, oh fuck.
Oh damn. Oh no. Oh shit.
Oh damn, okay, I'm actually gonna have to he's actually gonna have to learn. But yeah, so we get some wisdom from Orokodaki talking about so demons get stronger and bigger the more they eat.
And then we get talking about blood arts,
Yeah.
which is also really
Um,
cool. Which we'll get into blood
mhm.
arts later. Essentially, it's just a
Yeah.
special move that they can do. The more humans that they eat, the more they develop a specific blood art. And
Yeah.
then he
And I'm
moves
excited to get
on.
into.
What now? Go
I, don't know,
ahead.
I was just saying I'm very excited to get into when we start covering demons that use blood arts because that shit's fucking rad.
Oh, dude, yeah, they're gonna be amazing.
But yeah.
But
But yeah. So
Orogodaki, old man, talks about the warding masks. He whips it out.
yeah.
He whips his dick out,
Yeah.
and
It's like, yo, this will protect you.
like this, it's dangerous to go alone. Take
Take
this.
it, damn it, motherfucker. Okay. Yeah. Hell yeah.
And it's basically just a fox mask, similar to the one that Saburo, did I say that right?
Sabito.
Sabito. See, I don't care about names. Sabito. It's very similar to his mask. Um,
Hmm.
I really love his fresh new digs from the old man as well.
Yeah,
Um,
he's wearing cloud patterns.
it's super awesome. I love that. Just absolutely love the
Hmm.
what are they called? Fuck.
What was it called?
This their thing that they're wearing. Kimono.
Kimono. Yeah, kimono.
But he's wearing his really awesome new kimono and he takes off. Um,
Yeah, and we immediately get to the selection grounds, and it's this nice, beautiful wisteria forest.
Wisteria looks so
And
fucking pretty.
dude, it's so pretty. It's fucking purple and shit. It looks
And
nice.
essentially, it's just this big giant circle of trees that
That
keeps
because
demons trapped inside.
because
Um,
demons don't like it. Like, oh man, that shit sucks. I don't like wisteria.
yeah, I
Makes
don't.
me itchy.
Yeah, it makes me itchy. I'm allergic.
I'm
My
allergic.
sinuses get too bad.
My my sinuses.
So basically, the trial begins, and there's tons of kids here for the trial, and basically
Yeah,
he just has to survive through the night.
they gotta survive 7 days.
Is it 7 days?
They survive an entire week in a demon-infested forest.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not. That's what the two girls say.
Dude, I straight up thought it was just a night.
No, it's a week. It feels like a night.
Jeez.
It feels like a night, but no, it's a straight up week.
Holy crap, dude. All right
Yeah.
then. I had no idea,
hmm
but
That's
okay.
why I said it. That's why I said it's like the survival portion of the tuning exam because they got to
But
spend multiple days.
either way,
Um,
he encounters danger quite fast. But
yeah,
you can't fool his nose. His sense of smelling or his sense of smell is impeccable. He can smell things coming at him from like 10 miles away. Um, and essentially, he's just running around taking on these low level demons, asking them
yeah.
questions.
It's like, yo, like, do you know how to turn a human back to demon? They're all of them are like essentially like just like feral, and they just don't respond to him.
At all. So he is forced to. They forced his hand essentially, but this is where
Yeah,
we get some really awesome. Finally, some really awesome like sword style art. He starts
yeah,
using his forms, like his water forms, and
yeah,
these
yeah. The
things
water,
are fucking pretty, dude.
yeah.
Like these things are
hmm
amazing. Like they look so
So
nice.
the interesting thing about the breathing techniques is they are not physical. Like the enemies can't see don't see a fucking water dragon. It's just used as like a cool visualization of like the sword techniques
Mm-hmm.
and like the flow of combat. But it's still like such a cool fucking way of doing it.
Yeah,
And it looks nice because it has like that traditional painting look to it, and it's just. There's one thing I love about fucking Demon Slayer. That's the all any of the breathing technique visualizations are really good.
they are really nice. Um,
hmm
but
he fucks them up.
yeah, he fucks them up, and after all this goes down, he runs into a very outrank demon.
Yeah, he just fucking smells like an awful, like strong, like stench,
Rotting
and
stench.
it's this horrible fucking amalgamation of like body parts,
Right.
and it's big.
I'll let you talk about this one because
Uh, so after he sees this demon, we cut back to Sapito and Makomo, and they're wondering if Tanjiro can beat it. Because we find out later like that is because the fucking demon killed them. And this fucking demon is just like I love the design of this demon. It's fucking amazing with how fucking horrific it looks.
it does look quite
It's
insane.
just covered in arms and
It's just
hands and all that
mutated
shit.
and nasty looking.
Because
It's
it's eaten so much that it's like become this horrible monstrosity.
dude, it's
And
just awful. Like
it's so big it can just eat people whole. Like we see a scene of like another person getting fucked up by it, and he just swallows the dude whole.
it's crazy
And
what
it's
it did to him because that don't
yeah.
happen to other demons.
Mm-mm.
Like if you really think about it, how did he get so mutated?
Well, it's one. I think it's because one, he's had an extremely high quality of people to eat, and two, it's the time he's spent within it. I think, or either that, or it could just straight up be like some demons just fucking just mutate.
Hmm.
Um, but this thing's fucking powerful. It can fucking extend its arms and shit, like fucking push that shit out like One Piece style.
Yeah, it's like
And
this.
it's
He
fucking thing.
stretches like Mr. Fantastic. Like
Yeah,
it's crazy.
and then that's where this demon points out, "Hey, I've seen that mask before. You're another one of Orokodaki's foxes."
You would be number
And
13.
he is, he'd be number 14. He's eating 13. He's eaten 13 of Orokodaki students, and Tanjiro would be number 14.
Oh, 14
And
then. Like,
yeah, yeah, but yeah, it's like, oh shit. So this, because basically this demon, like I think it's 47 years ago, was captured by Rokodaki and was put in the forest.
oh
And
yeah.
as a uh to be out of spite and revenge, he's basically noticed that all of Orokodaki students wear the same masks. And so he just picks them apart and eats them. And the fucking things that he does is like fucking awful to them. Like we get the thing about Sabito Makomo where the dude fucking tore apart Makomo, and it's the
Yeah.
scene of like the shot of like it's like even though it's like red and black, it's a shot of just like a fucking body with like no limbs and fucking blood splatter. It's fucked up. And the fact that this team is talking about it and like taking great fucking joy in like the suffering it's caused other humans and especially Orokodaki's assistants. Not assistants, but students.
Yeah. Like
And
it's
it's fucking
crazy. Like
this guy, as I said, this guy's a fucking rat bastard.
he really is. He's just a
Oh
piece
shit.
of shit, dude.
I forgot about the name I put from Lord Handjob.
uh, fuck.
Yeah. But
But
here Tanjiro is consumed by rage and he immediately gets fucked up.
yeah.
But then he has a small vision of his younger brother and he just springs right into action. And dude, all this shit's fucking insane, especially the part when Tanjiro detects attacks coming from underground.
Oh, dude, that was absolutely insane. Oh, the fact that
Yeah.
he just
Like
knew that that was coming.
Tanjiro's senses are above any other thing. I think it's probably he probably beat out even fucking Daredevil with his fucking senses.
I don't know about
Because they're
that,
fucking but either way, like they're fucking insane for like a person.
but basically, after all this is going on,
Hmm.
he jumps up off to the ground. He goes to rush in to slice into the demon, but it doesn't go all the way
Yeah.
through.
Dude, he runs up the arm and it's so fucking sick.
It is sick, and
Mhm.
he
And
throws him off. And no, 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 no. So basically, he jumps up in the
that
air. He goes to crush him midair, but he grabs him and runs up his arm. And the demon's just like, "Oh crap, he
yeah.
got on me. I'll just let him hit me because there's no way he can cut through my head."
Hmm.
He ran
Yeah.
up to this damn demon and he just cut his head clean off, just as clean as it
Hmm.
could be.
Yeah. So so but yeah, this entire fight, like in terms of early fights, like
It was
early
really
demon
good.
fights, this one's really good. Um so we get episode 5, the fight sort of recapped a little bit.
Yeah.
And we open up on this nice little flashback of the demon that when of a young Orokodaki running into this particular demon. And I like that it's like in black and white. And
Oh
the
yeah.
fact you see this demon, like he's a regular human sized. And the fact that over 47 years he turns into this fucking like horrendous monstrosity
Oh yeah. Like just
is fuck it's crazy.
because he was just a normal looking guy, and then all
Yeah.
of a sudden he just turns into this ugly,
Hmm.
mutated, like
Hmm.
slimy.
It looks like something you'd see in a fucking horror movie.
It looks like the ghost from Ghostbusters, like
Yeah, I can
a little. Like,
I can see that just a little bit. But
yeah,
that's when we get the second. So we got that's one thing that's slightly interesting. The other thing is Tanjiro's technique reminds him of Orokodaki, and the third thing is we start getting more into what demons are and their like core. So we get this nice scene. It's a kid and like this black void, and basically this is a representation of who this demon was before he turned.
right. And this was a
And
human.
it's such a cool idea of in Demon Slayer where demons aren't just these horrific monsters. They are basically like corrupted humans who have completely forgotten who they were.
Yeah,
And
pretty
only when they
much.
die, and only when they are killed do they gain that humanity back.
Yeah, like
And it's it's such a cool, and I get the whole thing with Tanjiro as well, where Tanjiro is very different than other demon slayers. You'll see, and you've seen a little bit of it already, and we'll definitely see later on that demon slayers are think very lowly of demons. They just see them as these like monsters.
Yeah,
But
they
Tanjiro,
Tanjiro sees
when
them
he kills,
as
yeah,
people.
as people, he sees the humanity that's still within them.
Yeah, and the
And
one thing I liked
he
about
shows
go ahead.
no, and it's like he shows like mercy and compassion. He even like provides like a small funeral prayer for the demons
Yeah, he
whenever
really
he
does.
kills them.
The
Um,
one part that I liked about this one in particular is that the demon was in this just in his own like shadow hid,
mhm.
and he was begging his brother to hold his hand, and
Yeah.
just this just decaying arm of the demon of Tanjiro grabs his hand and holds his hand,
Hmm.
and it guides him back to his brother that he ended up killing, but to his
Hmm.
brother. And I was like,
Yeah, that's
wow.
yeah.
I was like, man,
That's
that
one
hits
thing.
you in
So
the feels, dude.
that's what I love about almost every major like demon death is there's something like that, especially the ones that Tanjiro kills. Um, you see this that's a small glimpse of like the tragedy that like because like these because like instead of just being horrific monsters, like it sort of puts them in this light of these are like tragic creatures. Um they are horrific and horrendous, but they were once like a person.
Yeah, it's just a
And
very macabre, like,
it's such a cool idea and like a
yeah,
different sort of take on like demons and
yeah.
like and
The
whatnot.
fact that they all have
Um
souls about them, that
yeah.
they're people too. They just have to live differently
Hmm.
than us. And it just brings you
Hmm.
to a different side of thinking about things, which is
Yeah.
really, really cool. The cool
Hmm.
part about um, when Tanjiro killed the demon, all of the ghosts of the old man's students revealed themselves.
Yeah, dude, that's
And
another thing I fucking love
and
is it's so
Makomo
good.
and uh, Sab-
Sabito.
Sabito.
Think think Obito from Naruto.
Yeah,
Let's just think
yeah,
that.
Sabito.
But
He he also reappears next to all of the other students, and then he finally realizes, oh, you guys are dead. Like it just
yeah,
throws him off.
and the one thing keeping them from passing on was this demon. And man, but after that, Tanjiro's fucking weak is like super easy.
Yeah, like, but he's just going around asking
uh
questions and cutting off heads. Like it's basically
yeah.
all it is.
And actually, there's one thing I didn't mention in the last episode that I forgot to mention is that he had a strategy, really good strategy going, and it's like I'm just going to go west. If I go west, that's where the sun will first rise,
Yeah,
meaning it's going to be the safest spot.
and he
And
does. He goes that way.
and so he makes it back, and out of all the candidates that are there, only five of them remain.
5 people out of like what
Yeah.
30 something. Five
Actually,
of them.
if we want to get technical, there were six, but only five are there because the sixth one fucking just sort of fucked off.
Huh?
Inosuke, we
Inosuke
because
was the
we
fifth
find
one, dude.
he's not present with them though.
Yeah,
The
but
fifth
he
one would
was
be
the.
Tanjiro because there's three other
You said
people along.
six.
I know because so when Tanjiro says five, he's counting himself. There's only four other people
No, dude, because it
there.
was Tanjiro, the Scar dude.
Tanjiro,
You got
Scar
the
Dude,
girl,
Lady,
the
Zenitsu.
Zenitsu, and then Inosuke. That's five.
Okay, maybe. Okay,
That's five
either.
people, dude.
Listen, dude. I had a long day at work today. I had a long day at work.
The fact that you
You keep
kept
quiet.
arguing with me what made it funnier.
You,
Like,
you shut your mouth. It's listen, dude. It's been one of those days.
but either way, let's move
Man.
on.
So
They
we get explained the ranks. There's 10 ranks they each go up, and the thing is Noto, and then I forgot the other
I'm not
suffixes.
even gonna try to memorize the names of the
You don't have to
ranks.
remember the names. It's just a prefix with Noto, with the suffix being either Noto or was it Noe. So either Noe or no or Noto.
Unoto.
If that goes up for 10 ranks, and they all start at the fucking bottom
Yeah.
because of course they do. So they just started. But it's full. You get a full package. You get your own swords. You get fucking messenger crows that are
Yeah.
fucking pieces of shit.
Except for the yellow guy.
They're
He gets a
fucking.
sparrow.
He gets a sparrow. That fucking sparrow. Sparrow's got to put in a lot of work. That poor sparrow, dude.
Zenitsu, poor guy. He just
Yeah, yeah.
um but basically
Um,
there's this one guy who's just super impatient and Tanjiro has to break his fucking arm to get him to chill the fuck
yeah,
out.
dude. Is like, dude,
Uh
I want my fucking sword. I was promised a sword. I want my
he
sword.
grabs
And the
this
fucking
chick by the top of
girl,
the head.
she's just not phased. She's just giving the fucking smile.
Yeah, like I don't think they're I think
And
they are
and
demons. I think they are demons.
mm, but
Mm.
he just fucking got Tanjiro just fucking breaks his fucking
Dude,
arm.
like with his bare hand, he just squeezed it and
Yeah,
broke his arm.
yeah.
Fractured it at
Listen,
least.
all that training's paid off for him.
But yeah, it really did.
Yeah.
Um,
So they select their ores.
Tandro sniffs out the
Um,
appropriate one. Uh,
hmm
um,
and he's making his way home, and man,
making his way
he's fucking
downtown.
beaten. Like
Yeah,
he is exhausted from his days.
he's
It
struggling to get
doesn't
back
help,
home.
and that doesn't help that the uniform is like super heavy as well.
Oh yeah, it's like crushing him. Um,
Yeah,
but he gets back home and Nezuko, this is the funniest fucking thing. He
she
doesn't even
says,
get
"Fuck
there.
doors,
She just kicked the goddamn door straight off the hinge
fuck
outside.
door."
All you see is
Listen,
her leg.
she was just doing her best Shrek impersonation. Somebody.
Body. So, oh, I don't know why I put this in my notes, but Orokodaki, I put I put Kodak Black is very surprised to see a student return.
What?
I just don't know.
Dude, were you like tired of some shit
I
when you were
don't
writing that?
know, but I put Kodak Black is
That's
very surprised to see a student return.
that's pretty funny. That's pretty good.
um,
But so
but
here's one
Kodaki,
scene I fucking love. And so Tanjiro, like, he hugs Nezuko and is like crying and whatnot because this is the first time she's woken up in like
yeah,
fucking a long ass
right,
time.
baby.
And even the Rokodaki comes in, and even the Rokodaki starts crying because like this is the first time he sent out a student since Gyu, because there's implications that he taught Gyu
Yeah,
because of the fact Gyu knows him,
yeah.
and he is fucking bawling his eyes out as well because it's the first time
A student
a
actually
student of
came
his has
home.
come back. And it's
So
something
they
he's been
all,
worrying about because, well, if Tanjiro did die, it's like another corpse to his fucking conscience.
yeah. And then we
But
swap
yeah,
back over to another scene, and Nezuko's back asleep. Like,
yeah. It seems instead of eating, she regains her strength by sleeping.
yes, that's how she gets her strength back is by sleeping.
Yeah,
But as Nezuko's sleeping, we get the sword maker, and he
yeah,
arrives in a very decorative form.
yeah. Man, he's got a fancy hat on with fucking wind chimes and
Dude,
shit.
that hat is
It's
cool as
got
shit. I want that hat. Like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I
He's
noted that
wearing
hat because I was like, man, I got to talk about this hat. Like, that's what I put in my
yeah.
notes. I got to talk about this hat. Like,
hmm
oh,
Um, would you like some more trivia about his rather peculiar mask?
oh yeah. Which it's a clown
So
mask. So
no, it's not. It's so the spirit of it is puckering its mouth out because it's a spirit that basically would
Tanjiro
I
called it
think
a
it's like a
clown
symbol of
mask.
he did, but Tanjiro doesn't know what the cultural thing of what the mask means.
How do you know?
Like to him, it just looks like a clown mask. because Sanjiro's like a fucking country bumpkin and probably didn't keep two like spirit. His family probably didn't keep two spirits or were knowledgeable of Japanese folklore.
Hmm.
So this particular thing that this guy is wearing is, I forgot the name of the spirit, but it's basically a sign of good fortune for swordsmiths. If I remember correctly, it's a sign of good fortune for swordsmiths because the spirit basically it's puckering its mouth out like that because it's blowing air onto the coals to keep the fires going while they're making their swords.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah,
It's actually kind of
yeah.
cool. Uh,
Hmm.
that's actually kind of
And
neat.
so that's why like a sword maker is wearing that particular mask, is because it's like a spirit that blows on coals.
Yeah, but we get
Yeah.
into
Boom.
the cool part about the sword. Um,
Yeah.
that it changes colors depending on the user of that sword.
Hmm. Yeah.
And this man is just so excited to see
This
a
is kind of
sword turn red. He
Yeah,
wants
he's
it.
like, dude, your family, you're a child of rightness. Your family works with fire, and out of every couple of generations, one kid will have like dark brown hair, and that's usually like a sign of good luck. And so he's like, what have I'm excited to see it turn red because that means you'd probably specialize in fire.
Right.
And what does it turn?
Black. Just
It turns fucking black.
the unluckiest color that it could have turned.
And he is fucking pissed because like I wanted you fucking make that shit turn red. I
He
came here to
literally
see it
has
turn
a
red.
fucking bitch fit
Yeah,
about it not turning the right color. Um, but after all this is going on, the talking crow comes in and he's already offering a new job to,
yo, you got a new job, boy.
hey, girls are disappearing in this region. Go
Yeah.
now, go now,
So
go
so
now.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. That's a pretty good impersonation. Not gonna lie, dude.
Anyway,
I like one thing I like about particular when comparing the sub and dub. I like how fucking pompous the crows sound in the sub. I don't know what is about
God,
it. It's something about the way they carry
I didn't
themselves
like the way it sounded in the
makes
sub, but
it makes them sound like little fucking assholes.
dude, it's
Hmm.
kind of crazy.
But yeah,
But
these fucking crows. But yeah, Tanjiro's got to make his way. Um,
downtown.
what makes me downtown.
Sorry.
One thing I do want to say about this guy that I like, it's like this guy's a fucking. That's one thing I like about Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer has a bunch of characters that are just fucking weirdos.
Yeah.
So like you got this guy, he comes in, he's just like super serious. When he first comes in, he's like super serious. Like Tanjiro's like asking him questions. Is like, here's your sword. Here's how it's made. I'm gonna give you the sword lore. And all Orochimaru is like, ah man, this guy, does he even know when to stop doing this fucking bit? And it's like it's great.
Yeah, he's just like,
Uh,
shut up, dude. He's trying to invite you
yeah.
inside for tea.
Trying to invite you inside for tea, and you're just talking about the fucking sword.
But it is what
So
it is, man. He does his job well.
we come in episode 6. Tanjiro's got those new threads. He's got that drip.
Yeah, he's got that really cool
Um,
ass drip, which the uniforms are
I
very
do. I love the uniform.
nice. They look
I love the
very, very
uniforms.
nice. We get a slow
They look real
sneak peek
good.
of the back of Tanjiro's new uniform. As he
Yeah,
covers it up with his
his kimono.
kimono. I don't know why I cannot remember that stupid word. Kimono.
Yeah,
And the old man starts explaining what the armor can do, what
yeah.
and the sword and their attributes, like the all kinds of different like really cool like armor and
Mhm.
sword lore. Um,
Oh wow, Nezuko is under the covers, and it's really fucking nice.
yeah, Nezuko's just chilling. I love the little
She's just vibing.
I like the little back screenings of Nezuko and the like just doing her thing in the
The
background.
things of her just doing things in the background. Yeah, it's all really
It's
good.
always really funny. But to commemorate him leaving for his new job, uh, Orokodaki. Am I saying that right?
You
Orokodaki?
say that. You said that right.
Okay,
Yes.
so Orokodaki made him a new box for Nezuko. It's super, super lightweight, like barely anything at all. So
Yeah.
that way it takes the weight off of having to carry Nezuko around all the time, which is a really nice box. I
Hmm.
really like that box. It's put
Yeah,
together really
it's a
well.
very nice looking box. Some might could even say it's potentially iconic. It's just a very nice looking box.
It's very nice.
Um, it's very nice box. Rate this box 10 out of 10. Best box in the universe.
Shut up.
It's just a tier above the Metal Gear Solid cardboard box in terms of best boxes in fiction.
But we get this
So
really
that
cute scene of Nezuko's trying to get inside of the box, but she's
yeah,
questioning it pretty hard. She goes
she's like,
to,
it's like a new dog. It's like a new dog getting into a new kennel. It's like, oh, I
yeah,
don't know about this.
it's it's
Um,
really cute
but
because she's having to like slowly work her way into the box, and then she immediately runs straight back into the covers.
yeah, it's really good.
But I just wanted to
um,
note that before we kept going.
yeah, no, I forgot about the shit. That shit's really good.
Yeah,
Uh, but um, but so Tanjiro's making his way. Oh, we get a nice little thing about black blades where they're super uncommon, and some even consider them a bad omen.
yeah, I said that.
But yeah, okay. I'm sorry, I might have spaced out for a second.
We
But
talked about it.
anyways, okay. But anyways, Tanjiro, he's making his way. This town he's visiting is much bigger than what he's used to, and even has electricity in it.
Yeah, it's quite large.
Yeah.
It's different than what
Hmm.
he's used to. Um,
It's almost like like a small city rather than like a village.
it's it's kind of a village.
Yeah,
I would
it's
still
just
call
fucking
it a
massive.
village,
Yeah,
but either way, so basically what's going on is that this basically what's going on in this town is that everybody has just gone missing. Um,
yeah. Well, girls are going missing at night.
yeah, girl. Excuse me. Sorry, I meant to say
Yeah, yeah,
girls. Sorry, I got a little carried away
yeah.
there.
It's
Um,
all good.
and we get this like really nice shot of as he's walking into town. Just this beautiful boat scene on the bridge, followed by the overcast of the town that I just absolutely loved. Like I don't know if you mentioned it or not
Yeah,
in your notes, but it just looked really pretty to
I
me.
I have not, but dude, I know what you're talking about, and it's really good.
But
But the
as
situation is extremely dreadful.
yeah,
We got a dude who's walking aimlessly and clearly traumatized from what happened the night before.
yeah, and all the whole town's just talking about him like behind his back, essentially behind
Yeah,
his back, but like I'm
because
pretty
they
sure he could
suspect
hear them.
yeah, because they suspect that he killed the girl that went missing.
No, no, the parents of the girl,
His
not the
parents, the
whole
parents of the girl
town.
suspect. Yeah.
But the
Okay.
parents beat
Yeah.
the fuck out of this damn kid.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Just, but to be fair, I mean, it was their little girl. So,
Yeah.
would you do the
Also,
same
it's
thing
like
for your child? I mean,
more than like, especially with this guy was engaged to her as well.
yeah. So he was supposed to protect her and then didn't. Which I know that he didn't have any say so in the matter,
Yeah.
uh, but
So enter
basically
Tanjiro is like, "Yo, I'll help you. I'm a demon drug dog. He can sniff it out."
he's just sniffing the whole fucking city up until nighttime. He just
Yeah.
goes around sniffing random shit all day, and
Yeah. He's even on the fucking ground, like sniffing that shit as well.
yeah, he just
And
doesn't
and
ever stop.
everyone's like, "What? What's going
What
on?
does this dude
What
do?
the
Like,
who is this fucking weird guy?"
but he ends up sniffing out a new scent, and that cuts us over to a really, really awesome scene. It's just this
Dude.
really
Mhm.
ominous, large, lit up mansion of a house. Um,
Yeah.
and she's going to lay down in her bed, and as she's leading to her bed, there's just this mud puddle going through the floorboards. Like,
Hmm.
um, the cool part about the mud puddle scene, I don't know if you noted it or not. Like as she went into the room and it sunk down into the floorboards, there was a little droplet that
Hmm.
floated up in the sky before it flopped all the way down.
Oh, I
Um,
don't think I noticed that, but that's pretty cool.
like they detailed it. So as it was seeping through the floor, it was like water. Like it hit like a surface tension, it
Yeah,
shot up a bead of water and it dropped back down into the floorboard. It was really cool. I'm sorry. I noticed the
yeah.
stupidest things, but I really like those things.
That's really cool. Oh, one thing I noticed that I think we kind of glossed over a little bit, and that's when he's tracking the scent at night, the way the demon scent is visualized
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about the
looks so cool.
visualization yet.
It's like it's like this like red mist that
It's really
billows
cool.
and forms, and it's really really nice looking.
All of the demons
Um,
have the same mist when he's smelling them. Just some
yeah.
smell differently, but they all have the same red mist.
Hmm.
Except for another character that we get up to later.
Yeah.
But either way, the she lays down,
The
tries to
pl-
go to sleep, and the mud puddle consumes her. Arms are coming up through the
yeah.
floor, pulling this girl through the
Hmm.
floor. This is crazy. Like the whole
Yeah.
concept
This
behind this is
this this
insane.
is some horror movie shit.
Like the whole concept behind it's really cool though. Like he's
Yeah.
just sucking her into like a whole nother domain without
Hmm.
soaking like her bed sheets or not, like nothing's getting wet, but he's
Yeah. No,
pulling her
nothing is
into
affected.
water. It's
Yeah.
so neat how the concept works. But
Hmm.
the as this happens, Tanjiro, they shoot back over to Tanjiro and he leaps into action, literally. Running on rooftops,
Yeah.
jumping over shelves, just another motherfucking day in hell. Uh,
Yeah. That's pretty good. I like
uh,
that.
but sorry, uh, Tanjiro has his guard up, and he starts sniffing around, and he just stabs the fucking demon through the ground. Like he just
Hmm.
sinks his sword into the ground, not knowing that the demon was there. He just smelt it, and he reached
Yeah.
down, grabbed the girl that demon just abducted, and just threw her
Yeah.
back. And this kid is also
And
still here. The kid that was
mhm,
leading Tanjiro around. So he's like holding on to the girl, and then we get this
just
hellacious
fucking yeah.
fucking
Yeah, you
teeth
did.
grinding.
Yeah, I know you didn't appreciate this very
Dude, I've
much.
got chill bumps just fucking talking about it. Dude, like no
Yeah, yeah. I
shit. I
remember
got
you actually.
goosebumps.
I remember you like panic pause
God, it's
for a second
and
whenever
it
you're
just
listening
kept
to it.
going. I thought, only a few
Yeah,
seconds, but no. They did it for like
yeah.
a solid 10 seconds. I'm like, no one wants
It's
to
like
hear
5 or 10
that.
seconds,
Like
and it's like
nobody
yeah.
wants to fucking hear that. Like
It's not just like he's gritting his teeth. It's like his teeth are almost like spinning in his head.
God, it's oh
It's
my God.
fucking
They're
yeah,
grinding. That's what they're doing. They're grinding their teeth together.
yeah, yeah. But it's going so
Oh,
fast. It looks like the teeth are fucking spinning as they
yeah,
grind.
it's weird,
Yeah,
fucking stupid,
they're the
but
teeth. They're the teeth grinding champions.
yeah, it.
They're
Oh,
also, um, and it turns out that actually it's three different demons,
oh yeah, like
and
he has
they each
like some.
have their own like personality.
Yeah, he has like multi personality disorder, like
Yeah,
multiple
you
personality
got the
disorder.
silent, you got the silent one, the angry one, and the one that's like kind of
The
reasonable, I guess. He's
collectible,
just like
the
he's a collector.
collector.
He's the collector. He's the I guess smart quote unquote one, the one that doesn't that's like cool headed.
Yeah, he's just like, shut the hell up. We got to do this,
Yeah,
like kind of guy. But
yeah,
the as all this is going on, uh, they just kind of dip back into their little domain that they have that they can shoot in between, and it's really cool. This blood art's really neat. Um,
yeah,
but as this is happening, we get a little cutback to the old man spitting some wise words,
yeah.
um,
Yeah, dude. Here we go.
telling
I'm excited for this.
Tanjiro about the one demon in the whole world who can turn his sister back, and that's the only demon
Yeah.
that can do it.
Hmm.
Man, and we
And
get
it's also probably the one, and it's also more than likely the one who infected her in the first place.
exactly because that's what
Yeah.
the demon or the demon slayer told Tanjiro to begin with, and
Yeah,
that's the one that Odaraki also talked about being
yeah,
the one that corrupted his little sister, which is really cool because he looks
hmm
like Michael Jackson. I
yeah.
actually have him on the screen right now.
Like I said, I put down my notes. The target is Michael Jackson.
But if you're wondering who we're
Is
talking about, I got a picture of him on screen. You can see him whenever
yeah,
while you're watching the video.
he's
Um,
his name is Muzan Kibutsuji,
yeah, Mujan
and
Kijabuchi,
no,
Kishabuki,
this is let's call him
Kashuma,
Muzan.
Kashumagaki.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
I'm just gonna call him
Muzan. But I'm probably
MJ. I'm just gonna call him MJ.
yeah. I was about to say like
Um,
his name's Muzan, but like listen, I like calling him MJ too
Screw
because it's
that.
fun. It's just it's just funny calling him MJ.
Um, but we get a little more
Um,
demon. We get a little bit more lore about this demon. He only eats 16-year-old girls. Not a
yeah,
year,
because
not a day older than 16.
apparently it tastes really good when they're 16.
Yeah, apparently they can't be matched in taste after 16 years
Yeah.
old, which is
It's like, ah,
ridiculous.
come on. They get old and fucking they taste bad. I'm doing them a service because they get to die when they're so young.
Right, and we get it. Tanjiro's demanding that the girl that they're searching for gets returned to them, and the demon
Yeah.
reveals that they ate the girl.
Yeah.
And man,
And
it's awful.
the way they do it is fucked up too, because it's like he opens up his fucking coat and it's a bunch of fucking hairpins. Like, well, look, if you see your hairpin in here, well, sorry, we've already eaten.
Yeah, sorry, you're a bit too
Because they
late.
fucking it's not just they eat fucking 16-year-old girls, they fucking collect their hairpins as trophies.
That's what I'm talking about. The collector,
And
like,
it's so fucked.
dude, it's really fucked up that they take
Hmm
trophies, which they've almost ate
Yeah.
every 16-year-old girl in the village, which is
Uh-huh.
weird. But we get this like crazy flashback of Tanjiro's family, and he goes into like sicko
It
mode, but he just keeps
yeah,
missing
dude.
the critical spots. Like he keeps swinging at this damn demon and just keeps missing. Uh, but as he fucks up, he gets too close to the wall. He backflips and then leads himself into another demon that shoots up from the ground, and he's about to get
Yeah.
fucked. But not Nezuko
hmm
fucks this dude up. She just
Yeah,
kicks this
dude.
dude
Just
right in the
kicks.
face
Yeah.
so hard that it split his fucking head, spun it 6 times
Yeah,
around his
dude.
body. Like it was
She kicks him really hard.
insane. Such a hard fucking kick. But Nezuko, we find out that the old man hypnotized Nezuko, and
hmm
she sees every demon as an enemy, and every
hmm
human as a member of
Human
her
as her
family.
as her family.
Because the old man is a Chad. Like I don't know how the hell he did that,
Yeah.
but
Listen,
and
he's very veteran. He's very much a veteran, so I'm pretty sure he's learned some shit over the his years.
oh, I'm very sure. But the episode ends with Nezuko stepping the fuck up. Like she's about to fuck shit up, and the episode that's where it ends.
Yeah.
And as much as I want to
It's
finish this fight, I kind of want to leave it hanging. So
yeah.
if you did watch this video and you want to know what's next, you're gonna have to stay tuned for the next episode. Uh,
Yeah.
that's just if
hmm
for anybody who hasn't seen the anime and is just kind of following along with our podcast. We're just gonna leave it on a cliffhanger because
Yeah.
it
And
happens. Sorry about your luck.
you go watch that shit if
Yeah,
you haven't watched it.
go
That's
watch
all I
it.
have to say really. Is
It's
just let's go watch that shit.
Look, this is the point. This is the one episode that I had not gotten to yet in the series, and it got
Uh
so good so fast. So,
hmm
like Bob said, we always recommend watching the anime over listening to us talk
hmm
about it. Uh, well, before you come and listen to us talk about it,
Well,
because we
before we
always
guys, yeah, I was about to say, yeah,
because we want you to
yeah,
come. We
come
want you to
listen to
come
us.
listen to us.
Just
um,
vibe with us as we discuss it.
right.
Um, But yeah, other than that, I was like, dude. So yeah, these first like 6 episodes are really good, really strong.
Man, and it
I'm
just
excited
keeps
to
it
start talk.
flows like
I,
every
yeah, yeah.
episode flows
The
perfectly into the next
arcs,
one.
the arcs are really well paced, and
Yeah, they really
that's one thing
are.
in the series. Is
It's
as we'll get
not too
later on, it's like
long.
each arc is like 2 or 3 episodes long, and even then, they don't feel like they're that long because they're paced really well.
Yeah, because like the speed and like that's one thing I wanted to talk about. The combat in the show is so amazing to the point that it's it doesn't
I don't
speed
know.
things up. It doesn't slow
It's
things down. He doesn't take like forever to talk a speech in his head.
yeah,
He talks about shit while he's fighting. And you're
yeah.
following along. Everything flows perfectly. Like you would
hmm
be watching a
It's
real
got
fight. Like
it's got
it's
that good use of like energy and
yeah,
whatnot.
it's really good how the fights
Um,
flow in this. And the way that the anime flows into the next episode reminds me a lot of My Dress Up Darling, how they flowed their episodes
yeah.
together. Because
hmm
where it wasn't as good as My Dress Up Darling, it still flowed perfectly. Especially when they did the little
Yeah.
recaps of each thing
Yeah,
that
I think
happened
that's the
in the
one thing I
past.
like is that it's just a small, like 5 or 10 second long recap
Yeah,
of what happened in the last episode,
but
and then it just carries on. But yeah, so yeah, Demon Slayer is really fucking good. At first I thought it was one of those things where like it was like super popular. I was like, oh, it's just one of those anime that got like super popular for like no reason. And then I sat down and watched it. I was like, oh no, there's a reason why this is popular. There's a reason why so many people like this.
yeah, I guess I'm the same
And
way. I just the reason I didn't watch it at the time was just because I had other things I was doing at the time.
mhm,
I didn't care to watch it at the time, so like it's not.
mhm,
And I feel bad that I didn't. I kind of feel bad
yeah.
that I didn't watch it when I did. But I'm kind of glad I didn't either because now I get to experience for the first time on
And
the
you
podcast
got a
channel.
lot of and you got a lot of it to binge through now because back then there was
Exactly.
only the first season, but here we got 2 fucking seasons to go through,
Yeah,
and it's nice, and we
we
got
got two
even more
seasons
coming.
and a movie.
Yeah. Well, I count. So I'm count other than season, I'm counting that as the second season,
Oh, the movie
because
is the second season.
yes, because it's not a original plot movie. It's a movie that covers an arc.
Oh,
But we'll be covering the TV version of the movie, which I count as the second season
okay. All right
because
then.
the the TV version has a lot more added to it
Oh,
than the movie.
that's gonna be easy. Okay.
hmm
Um,
But yeah, um, other than that, that's like I can't say it enough. The shit's really good. Go
this
watch it
shit's really good.
if you liked. If you liked listening to us talk about Demon Slayer, like, comment, subscribe. Um, we're excited for next week because next week is when we're going to start doing just continuing Spy Family and
Oh
Mob
yeah,
Psycho.
that's gonna be so
So
damn
when that's
good.
going to be it's going to get a little messy with getting these Demon Slayer episodes put out while all this new stuff's coming out, but
Well,
we'll make it through.
yeah, we'll make it
We'll, we'll,
through.
we'll make it through. We'll get through at least this first season for now, so we can
Yeah,
get onto the stuff that's coming out.
we might not cover the second season right off the bat. We'll try to get the
Mhm.
first season knocked out for you guys, and then we're gonna start
And
a
we'll definitely
whole new format of uploading. Um,
yeah
so basically, we're doing shorter episodes, but they're one shots. We're covering one episode per podcast,
yeah.
and we're just
So
gonna be
we'll
talking
be
about the new episodes as they're coming out.
and rather than a weekly upload, there'll be multiple uploads within a week. So we're still working out when to upload certain things, but basically there'll be one day that'll be the Spy Family Day, one day that'll be the Mob Psycho Day,
Right.
one day that's the Chainsaw Man Day whenever Chainsaw Man stuff's coming out, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And
Like,
we're fucking excited
yeah,
because
we're really excited.
because that allows us to not only put out more content, but also helps us get our stuff out there a bit more.
Yeah.
Because instead of being
And
one big upload, it's multiple smaller uploads.
then on top of that, I mean, we're going to be covering the newer stuff too. So we're just more excited about getting to continue the
So
series that we've just already covered on the podcast, and we get to
yeah.
cover more about that certain thing.
Hmm.
Because we're covering
And
Spy X Family, we're covering
Mob
Mob Psycho
Psycho
season
season
3,
3.
we're covering Hell's Paradise eventually, Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
There's just so many different things that we're going to be covering pretty soon in the future. So please, please,
Yeah.
please stay tuned. If you like
Stay
our
tuned.
video,
And
as always, please like and subscribe on our video. Um, but take it away, Bobstone.
well, I'm Bosso the Elder Weeb,
And I'm Red, the bald headed wonder.
and you just got done watching the
The
Anime
anime
Boys.
boys. The anime
Anime
boys.
Boys.
See
See
ya.
ya.